Hey there everyone, it's Misfit from the Co-op guys, back with some more Factorio. So, attacks have been pretty light. Thankfully, since the smelting stuff's settled down, our pollution has been minimal, so attacks have been pretty sparse. But I've not been idle. In that time, I have taken advantage of this stone patch here, and we're turning the whole lot into stone walls. So we've already got a full wooden chest. I might actually do I have any iron on me? Yeah, I can. I do. Let's make an iron chest. Probably the only one I'll ever make. And I'll put that down there. So I'll double the capacity just to get some more walls. We definitely need more walls, that's for sure. And I haven't really done anything down this area. I've done nothing down here actually. I did tweak the research setup, however. I basically, well, what I did was increase it a lot. Before we had two assembler one machines that were making each science pack, and I actually got the math wrong in my head because these assembly one machines. Let's have a look here. Where are they? Production. So the assembly machine ones. They have a crafting speed of 0.5, so even though it was saying it was going to take 5 seconds to make a science pack 1, but because we were crafting it in the tier 1 machines, it was actually going to take a full 10 seconds to make them. And as a result, the science pack 2s are going to take 12 seconds. However, I found that 2 of each machine was actually supporting the 4 tech labs, but 4 tech labs is pretty slow for research, especially when you look at the research screen. Some of these things later on, well, that's not a good example. Well, typically it's like 100 each, and then some will get more than that. Like these ones are 150, and these are also red heavy. So some will chop and change. I mean, if you look later on at the rocket defense, that requires 1,000 of each, and it takes a minute for each. So that's 1,000 minutes. But at least if we have 10 tech labs that we got here, it will cut it down to about 100. So, I also upgraded them to assembly machine 2s, which make them a little bit faster, because it has a crafting speed of 0.75. So, we should be able to craft... Well, I've already tested this and done the math and all that sort of stuff, but these will craft the packs about as fast as these can use them. Now, the rate at which the labs use them depends on the technology that you're developing. So this one will use up these packs once every 45 seconds. These ones will use them once every 30 seconds. There's steel processing, which will use them every 5 seconds. They're not so rare. So I basically just took an average, and this one, like this sort of thing here, so it's like 1 pack of each every 30 seconds is an average. So if it's handling at an average, this should be fine. However, I've added a buffer into this. So we've got our science packs waiting on the belt here, and we've got our science pack here. In fact, why don't we just trigger this, and I'll explain as we go. So let's just get some belts coming there and some inserters there. And let's pick something to research. Let us pick advanced electronics, because why not? It's a key to a lot of things. Let's just get that out of the way. Get all of them fired up. Now, the buffer is basically... I could store a massive amounts in these wooden chests, but I don't want to, so I've limited them to only hold 1 stack of each. And so these are going to continually produce the packs, and then we've got some smart inserters here, which you can put a filter on. So every item in the game is pretty much in its menu here. And we can just tell it to pick up and drop off a few specific things. What is that? A player port. A computer. I think these are things that might not actually be in the game yet proper. So, interesting. Anyway, so this one here will only take red science packs off the belt, shove them in this chest. This one, okay, put in that chest and put back over here. So I think each stack size is like 200, so each of these chests will hold... Oh, in total we can store about 400 of each pack. On there does our advanced electronics. What did that open up? Speed modules. That's a bit too advanced. Let us get steel processing out of the way because that's going to be important much later on. Um, so that's going to use up a ton of red packs, and we'll do it really quickly. But yeah, we can store about 400 of each pack, all in all. Oh, there we go. Steel processing already done. Do we want that one? I don't know. We definitely would like this electric energy distribution. Solar panels would be nice. What do we need to make a solar panel? If we get some steel on the go, we could make some solar panels. That is an alternative power source, and it doesn't create pollution, which is nice. But I think difficult to know. This is something that's very important, and we're going to have to start doing soon, because there's one core resource we don't have access to yet, and that is oil, and we need that for a lot of the future tech. So we might do that in a minute. I don't know. Let's just upgrade our turrets first. Let's make sure we can hold this place before we get busy unlocking new resources. So let's upgrade the damage our turrets can do. And I think I will upgrade it by about 10%. So we'll do that. That'll take a little while to research. So these guys are going to continuously make the packs, store them in the buffer, and in case we get something that uses a lot of packs quickly, like that steel processing one just did, then this will be able to hopefully give it enough packs and provide enough time for this thing to buffer up some more. So, our research is pretty much done. Well, oh no, wait, it's not. No. There. I wonder why we weren't making any green packs. I forgot to pick that back up. Alright, now we're making the green packs. Oh, that's going to slow us down a bit. Okay, well, that will just continue to do stuff. In the meantime, we need to thicken up the walls. We probably need to make some more turrets. And we don't need to make our ammo like we've been promising to do for a couple of episodes. So I'm going to try and find a good spot to put some of that down, and I will be back with you in a jiffy. I let our research pack buffer build up a little bit because I just wanted to test something to see if this actually does make enough packs to supply the tech labs on average. And at that research, oh, we're under attack. Nothing to worry about at the moment. When it's yellow like this, it means that our turrets are firing at something. Yeah, engage with the enemy. If it starts flashing red, that means something's taking damage, and we need to actually take a look at it. But if we're researching something which is like this one, which we just finished a short while ago. So if each tech lab uses one science pack every 30 seconds, that means it needs 2 a minute. And we've got 10 tech labs, so that would be 20 a minute. And there's something quite useful in the game that you can take a look at, is if you press P, it brings up your production tab. And this shows everything that you are consuming and everything that you are making. And you can see it in a little graph down here as well, and you can have it as items per minute. This is like having a look over the last 5 seconds, which is a little inaccurate. So if we go back to the last 10 minutes, our green packs are up at about 23.1 per minute, and the red ones are at 28 per minute. So we're definitely producing more than enough packs to satisfy our needs. You can also see a lot of things like how much iron we're consuming. We're using about 230 a minute. Pretty high, but not high enough. But eventually it's going to be up in the thousands of iron per minute. Anyway, so let's get some research going. I just finished upgrading the turrets, so this is the next one, which is 100. So let's go for that, and we've got plenty in our buffers, so we should be able to research for quite some time. And I was trying to find a place where I can put a turret assembly machine down, because it needs 5 iron gear wheels, 5 copper plates, and 6 iron plates. And I was trying to find an easy way of linking them all together, and there's not really. It's kind of a jumbled mess here, and I'm not going to want to get anything off of it. But I did actually notice that iron gear wheels and iron plates are in equal numbers on this belt here, and there's copper right there. So I should be able to squeeze a turret producing assembly machine right here. So if we just have, we just pop that there, And we could put another inserter here, like that. That will make our turrets, and then we can use a long-handed inserter to take it off. And we'll put it in a chest here. And we'll just get some more power to that. And there we go. Let's just make 100 right now. I think they stack to 50. So we don't need all that much. Well, we're going to need a few, but not. I don't want to be continuously making them because they actually take a fair amount of resources to make. So that's the turrets. So they'll build up over time. We also need our ammo, which only takes iron. And again, couldn't really find anywhere to pull iron off easily. So I guess I could have put them here, but I'd like to have that solely for the iron gear wheels. So we're going to make our ammunition down here, and the iron here is supposed to be just for the electronic circuits, but considering we're kind of backed up and we're not got a huge demand for electronic circuits, we'll just have that there for now. And I think I can actually just, yeah, that'll power the whole lot. So now I just need to put the iron in, and our new assembly machines will begin manufacturing the ammunition. And then the load balance is going to be load balanced here. And I'm going to split the iron. Some of it's going this way, but the majority is going to go to the right, to go down this wall, up into the top again. Oh, and we're under attack again. Actually close enough we can have a look. I think we're okay. The ammo is getting a bit low, but that's fine. So let's just head up, pick up our walls, and then we're going to see about getting these turrets supplied with ammunition. Let's just grab a few for now. This whole iron stone mine is probably going to dry up by the time that chest is filled. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, we're under attack again. We just increased our production a fair bit, so, and we're taking damage. All right, that we need to go take a look at. Yeah, something's taking a hit up there. So right, it's hard to tell from all these dead alien bodies around here, but there's two types of aliens that can come attack you. Technically, there's three all in all. There are biters, which are little creatures that will come up and bite your face. There are spitters that will stay at a distance and spit in your face. And then there's worms, which are basically like alien turrets. They'll stay at the alien bases, and then they will fire at you from a great distance. Right. Apart from that repair job, these guys are doing fine. So, as long as they can hold for a while, they will get ammunition. I'm worried about down here though, because there's not a lot of ammo there. Could fix it, but we're gonna see. We're already getting some ammo here now. So let us just bring this over. I mean, it looks like you can't actually build anything here, but you can. Oddly enough. So let's just bring that over here. Bring it down. I'm gonna just let the ammo sit there for a minute whilst I bring this down. I mean, all we're really going to do is put all we're really trying to do here is to put a belt on this line here, and it's going to be filled with ammunition, and there's going to be, oh, I put it too close to the turrets. All we're going to have is inserters behind each turret and finish our research. Can we get this one? Yeah, let's just do that. It'll give us another 20%. So I can see how much damage they're doing now. So with this type of ammunition, the turrets deal 2 damage, and the upgrades we've got are going to give it a plus 0.4. So let's get the belt here. Get rid of you and put you back down. Let's go see how many turrets we've got made as well, because I'd like to. What I would like to do is kind of standardize how we've placed them as well. We don't need you there anymore. Oh, 30. Yeah, that'll do. Right. Because we kind of just plopped them down and forgot about them. And we're under attack again. Don't worry, guys. Ammo's coming. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, and then turret. 1, 2, 3, turret. So it's kind of uniform, but let's reinforce this. 2, there. 1, 2. Let's have a gap of 2 between the turrets. There. 1, 2. Turret. 2. Turret. There we go. And let's get an inserter for each turret. And we're going to have the power lines back here. They don't need to be any further forward. That top area is being damaged again. It's not a problem. We'll fix it in a minute and we'll link up the power there. And let's get some lights down as well. Just a little bit. So we can see what we're doing. And since they are kind of... I've emptied the ammo out of those things, let's just bring the ammo down now. Just so I want it continuously making stuff up as possible. Now you can shove you can shove like a full stack of 100 ammo into these turrets, but the game's clever enough, or the developers were clever enough anyway, so that when they're being refilled by themselves with inserters, they only stack to 10. So one turret is not going to hog all the ammo from the rest. So that's quite nice. So it's important to continuously feed the turrets the ammunition. We've got more than enough ammo coming through now. There we go. So I just go down here, bring out some of the turrets. These lights might be a problem, so I'm going to remove them. That power pole can't be moved, however, so we'll just go under it. And 1, 2, bam, 1, 2, bam. Turret, 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 turret. Another one there. Get rid of you. 1, 2, turret. 1, 2, wall. Okay. Bring that across. Now, they should all get powered. Apart from that one little black spot over there, which we're fixing now. And let's get these things fed with ammunition. And we can pull off that underground belt. So I think we're good there. Alright. So this is nice. So this whole bottom section of the wall is now being fed ammunition. So it's full up at the moment. I'm going to pop outside, which should be okay, because the turrets have got my back. They've got a lot more firepower than I do at the moment. So I'm going to clear a few trees, and we're going to get this wall to be a lot thicker. Oh, we're being attacked and damaged over on the right. I should not be outside the wall. Want to check that, but never mind. But considering that they've got... their spitters can attack at range, I really actually want to have the wall further out from these guys. So I'm going to redo the wall, and I'm going to put it, let's see, there. And I'm going to make it too thick for now. We'll probably make it thicker later. Might keep this wall on the inside just as a kind of buffer as well. But what this will allow us to do, well, hopefully, if I'd see, one thing I don't know is the range of those turrets. So I don't know. What the hell is that? I think it's a rock. I don't know if the turrets can shoot beyond those outer walls I've just put up, but we're gonna find out because we've been getting some attacks down here, so we should see the results of that pretty soon. Building in this game is pretty fun. It's just like running along, yeah. Okay, so that's the bottom part of our wall kind of secured. What I'm going to do is I'm going to head around the rest of the base, and we're going to put up this secondary wall, and we're going to make sure the turrets have all been fed ammunition. And then everything should be hunky-dory. I hope so. Alright, I think I've shored up the walls a little bit better now. All the turrets are evenly placed, they're all being fed ammunition, and I've thickened the walls considerably. During the construction of this, I was doing a fair bit of research to upgrade the damage of the turrets and the guns. Let's just have a look. So, our turrets are now at upgrade level 3, which I think is a total of like 40% damage or something, or I don't know if it's cumulative or not. I think it might be cumulative. We can't upgrade them anymore because we need the blue science packs in order to upgrade them further, which we cannot make yet. But I also discovered that there's an upgrade for your bullet damage. I thought it was just your submachine gun that it applied to, but it actually applies to the turrets as well. So I upgraded them to level 3, and again, we can't do any more because we've got the blue science packs to do. I could up the shooting speed as well, which I think I'm going to do in a minute. But something I noticed, I said I was going to build a little wall out here, but I wasn't sure about the range. I saw a number of attacks, and the spitters were shooting from way back here. Around about this area here, and the turrets were able to shoot them, and they were able to shoot back. So I pushed this wall back out a lot further. The turrets are still going to get damaged from the spitters, because I think both the spitters and the turrets have the exact same range. So this concept's not really going to work about being able to shoot the spitters before they can shoot us. But at least the biters are going to get clogged up by this wall before they get close to the turrets. So I also pushed the wall out one because I know that the very large biters, what you get later in the game, they can actually attack through one thick walls and anything behind it. So I'm keeping a gap between the wall and the turret just so that doesn't happen. But we have pretty much surrounded the base with this. The corners are a little tricky because the conveyor belt has to do these little bends every now and again. This is not exactly optimal. I might just add a few more turrets randomly just to help show this up, because they're also pretty far apart compared to here and here. Also, this wall is far too close. I didn't realize it when I was making it. But I think I figured out the range was about like 15, 16 tiles away. So this part of the wall is about 16 tiles away from that. And this part of the wall is about 12 tiles away from that. This bit isn't. So I think I need to bring these walls out a bit further, but it's going to take a while because walls take a while to break. And I'm pretty sure I had like 8 or 9 of these iron pickaxes at the start of the episode, and now I'm down to 2. I don't really want to make any more because we're getting close to making steel, and steel allows you to make new pickaxes. There's only 2 types of pickaxes in the game, iron and steel. So the steel one is a lot quicker. Ironically, the only wall I have not buffed up is this one here, which is the closest to this enemy base. It's kind of silly, the fact that I haven't done this. I should have done this one first. But that big base has not attacked me yet. The attacks that I've had have come from this small one down here and this one here. There might be a third one here in the darkness because I'm seeing some come running directly from off the screen. So there might be another base there that's coming in to attack. And some of them, as I was building this, they were getting close to breaking through. I lost a whole bunch of turrets here and a whole bunch more in the top right hand corner. But now with this setup, they seem to be holding pretty well. Also, the belt is fully backed up on ammo, so there's plenty of stuff to shoot with. I did actually continue the idea of getting rid of the belt and having inserters between the turrets. I did a little test, and it does actually take ammo from one and put it in the other, so you could theoretically do without the belt. However, if there's a big attack, then these are going to run out of ammunition, and it's going to have to wait for these ones to empty essentially before it can fill it back in. But I don't know, might do something with that later. yeah, so I was planning on getting more done this episode. Let's see if we can just research something real quick. Something that will help us. Well, we might as well get into that. Could lead us onto the railway. We're going to be taking advantage of that pretty soon. Um, hmm. Actually, I think we want this. We definitely want the electric energy distribution because this gives us access to medium and large electric poles. And they both require steel, but we now know how to make steel. So, uh, so actually just building them is not going to be too much of a problem. I've also like everything's pretty much stopped running until I hit the research, and then the pollution's going to climb, which means we're probably going to get attacked around here pretty soon. So I'll hang about here, and you can actually see one of them happening. Our stone is almost completely out here again. Yeah, it's just those two ones left, and then that's it. But we have a ton of walls to show for it. So we'll be able to make a bunch more walls pretty soon, and enlarging our base yet again. And talking about enlarging our base, well, basically what I want to do here is I want to try and research as much as I can with this setup. So as many technologies with the red and green science packs as I can, autosave, before I expand things, because this bit is going to get redesigned. It's going to get shoved over on the right hand side, which means we're going to have to push this wall out further here, possibly engaging some aliens. But we're also wanting to take advantage of this massive iron deposit here, and this other one here. But I want to hold off on that part as long as I can, because these mines are drawing the attention of these guys here, which we're just about able to handle. If we start mining this, and we need a lot of iron, that's going to create tons of pollution, and it's going to tick off these guys here. And I don't want that just yet. However, as opposed to just upgrading the wall here, like we did on this side, I'm actually thinking there's a bottleneck right there, which I might go and put a massive wall and a line of turrets there to hold them at bay. It does mean that this whole area is open to attack, and there is an alien base up there. I don't know what the lay of the land is around there. We might be able to put a wall across there as well, just to stop anything coming in. But that's ahead of we're thinking too far ahead. But electric energy distribution is almost done. The pollution rise has not been that significant, actually. I'm surprised. Would have expected it to have caused an alien attack by now. Well, in that case, let's try and research something else. Oh, we need blue science packs for that one. We could do that one. We could get an extra toolbar. Let's go for the logistics. Yeah, let's go for the logistics, because these faster belts will be nice in the long run. Something else I was thinking about for these walls is that I noticed that the spitters have to stop moving in order to fire. So it might be an idea later on, once we've got the resources to do so, if we put conveyor belts on the outside, all along where their range is, they might not ever be able to stop and fire. In fact, if we put them just outside the wall, the biters might not even be able to attack. They might be able to get one swing in and then get pulled back. So that's something we could do in the future. It's going to take a lot of belts to do that. But it could be an interesting strategy to employ. Anyway, that's probably enough for today. Thank you for watching. Hope you're enjoying this. And next time, we're going to get some steel production going, finish shoring up this other wall, and do a whole bunch of research, I think. Take care. Bye-bye.